Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is NAKIE. I hope everybody is doing well. If you're new to this channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Well, as you can see, we are having some fish today. This is salmon. This fish is big, guys, really big, as you can see. So there's this fish place at my area. They only opens on Fridays, and on Fridays they bring only fresh fish. I mean fresh from the water. Anytime I go there on Fridays, I have to be ready to be in line for about 20 to 30 minutes because there's always a lot of people waiting in line to buy fish. Yeah, you have to wait that much time, and it's kind of worth it because it's fresh fish from the water, and yeah, everybody want that kind of fish. So, and this fish, I had two of this. It was $70, and it wasn't that bad because salmon is expensive, like you know, so it wasn't that bad. What recipe will you do with this big fish if you had one? Well, I'm gonna show you in a bit what I did to this fish. As you can see, I'm just cutting my fish. Cut it to any size you prefer. This is the size that I went for. If you can see that paper towel by the head, yeah, the fish was too big on my counter, so it couldn't fit, so I had to put like a paper towel because some of the blood was dripping, so that's the reason I had that paper towel by that place. When I got to this part, I'm like, am I gonna throw the head away? I was not sure what to do with the head, so I ended up throwing it away. It was too much, guys. It was too much cutting this fish because I had another one that I had to clean and cut, so I threw this away. Next time I'll think about if there was any recipe I had to do with it. Yeah. So this is my fish. I'm gonna now wash this. Even though I washed it before cutting it, I'm gonna wash it again. So make sure when you're handling your salmon, you handle with care. It's kind of soft fish. So anytime you're like washing it, don't wash it so hard like you're washing your like tilapia and stuff. Just wash it good, but make sure you handle it with care because it's kind of like a soft fish. Okay. So my fish is washed. It's really clean. Now I'm going to throw that water away. And look at that. I'm going to be adding more water to it. So after I added more water to it, I added some salt to it. So at this point, I'm just going to be baking this part of the fish. So I added some salt to it and I'm going to be baking it. So the reason why I didn't add a lot of seasoning to this fish before I bake it is it's fresh, like fresh from the water. Salmon is already tasty. It has that kind of good taste to it. So I didn't want to overpower with seasoning because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be after this fish is baked, it's gonna go into my stew or my soup, you know, and this soup or stew will be seasoned anyway. So at the end of the day, it's gonna have that good seasoning from the stew or from the soup. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that's why I didn't really bother myself like adding more seasoning to it. And now let's get to the other part of the fish. So this is the other part that I saved. I'm gonna be frying this, and now we're gonna be seasoning this fish. So because salmon is really soft, I didn't want to like put dry seasoning on it and I have to like wrap it and all that. I'm gonna be seasoning in water, and this is my onion powder, garlic powder, ginger powder. I'm gonna list all the ingredients in the description box. So after all this seasoning, I'm just gonna soak the fish in it and we're gonna fry that later on. See, as simple as that. I have some edible powder. If you don't like any of this seasoning, just use any seasoning that you prefer, okay? Also, if you want to do the same thing for your baking, like see how I have all this seasoning and water, you could do that for your baking. That's fine. That's really fine. But I just thought about it like I'm gonna put it in my stew, so there's no need of like overpowering it because it's fresh and it's good. Salmon is really good, so I don't know the day I didn't really want to buy. But this I'm frying it and because I'm gonna have it with some kinky and some sauce, you know. So that's why I had to like season a little bit. There wasn't too much seasoning anyway. So yeah, so I'm gonna soak this for about 10 minutes and we're gonna fry this after 10 minutes. So while this is soaking, see the rest of my fish, I still have more, guys. I still have more fish. After all the baking, the frying, I still have more. I'm gonna keep this in the freezer and we're gonna use it for a different recipe next time. So after 10 minutes, I'm gonna yeah, put that in the calendar, because I want to make sure, because I'm going to be frying it. You don't want to like pop it straight away in the oil, otherwise it's going to pop right in your face. You want to drain this a little bit, okay? This is my oil. This is a leftover oil I use for fish. It was just like 2 days ago, and I'm like, I don't want to throw it away because I knew I was going to fry fish today. And yes, so I added more of the fresh oil to it. And yes, we're going to let this heat up a little bit. And that is just regular flour. This is to prevent the fish from tearing apart. If you don't like it, just omit that part. But it helps the fish to not tear apart, especially if it's like a soft fish. If you're watching to this point, I want to say thank you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't. I always upload new videos on Saturdays, okay? Sometimes I'll probably add more during the week, but it's mostly going to be on Saturdays. So please subscribe to the channel, share, like, comment. I want to see what you like about it, what you don't like about it. And yeah, and let me know what recipe you're gonna do when you have this big salmon. And look at our fish. Look how pretty this fish look. I know it's calling your name, right? This fish was everything. This salmon fish was everything. It was good, like really good, really good. I don't know what word to use, but hey, you know what I mean. It was good, crispy at the outside. It was moist in the inside. It was everything. I hope you get yourself some salmon and follow this recipe, and I know you're gonna love it. And look at our fish. I just want to stare at this fish like all day because it is pretty. It is good. It was tasty. It was everything. So why don't you want to start this fish like all day? I know, just kidding. So yeah, I had this fish with some kenke gakome in kradokono, and it was good. That's all I could tell you guys. It was good. So after I'm done eating my kenke and my fried salmon, my baked salmon was also ready. I baked this for almost an hour because I really wanted it to be a little bit harder. So that was in a 300 degrees oven for almost an hour, and look at that. It's perfect for your soups and stews. Yes, this was good, guys. I hope you bake yourself some salmon, fry them, do whatever you want to do with them. Let me know what you did with yours. Thank you so much for watching this video. Until I come your way next time, this is Cook with NAKIE. Be good to yourself, be good to everybody. It goes a long way.